What's up, you guys? So it's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea All Shade Love and Hip Hop Season 4 Episode 12 review, plus my Basketball Wives Season 4 premiere review video. So let's just jump right into my review. So this episode starts off where we left off last week with Rashida and Erica going to Kirk's hotel room, and Rashida's acting like she's about to turn up, like she's about to get loose, like she about to stump a bitch. But this bitch ain't even dressed right. This bitch got on a blazer, some jeans, some motherfucking like 5-inch Timberland boot heels. Like, girl, you ain't coming to fight nobody. Like, you didn't even try to make this shit look believable that you was about to try to fight somebody. Girl, sit down. Knocks on the door, and Ashley Nicole comes to the door all frantic and shit, and they bust into the room, and she's looking for Kirk. And like I said last week, Kirk ass ain't gonna be in the fucking room. What we do find out is that Ashley Nicole is a lesbot. She's a lipstick lesbian. She likes pussy. She likes vagina. She likes to slob on a big fat clit. That's what she likes. She's a bottom. She's not a top. Her girlfriend Jamie is. Jamie looks like a goddamn sumo wrestler, like she is trying out for the sumo Olympic team 2017. She look like she's a WCW WWE wrestler, bitch, like she is a UFC fighter. So then we see Scrappy giving the Bam a key to who house? I don't the fuck know, because he said that it was his house. But that ain't no goddamn Scrappy house. If you notice from season 1, Scrappy has went from house to house, house to house, house on this damn show. Nigga, you ain't got no paper like that to afford no little mini mansion. I guess Mona set them up in their house. Maybe that's his grandmama house. I don't know whose house it is, but it ain't no fucking Scrappy's. And he probably end up giving the Bam the fucking garage key for all I fucking know. Then we switch back to Kirk and Rashida in his hotel room. And Rashida's like, why didn't you tell me that Ashley likes the center of a Tootsie Pop and wants to see how many fucking licks it takes to get to the center? And he was like, I mean, she liked girls. I didn't think it was a big ass idea. First of all, if this storyline was true, which we all know at this point now that it's fake, it don't matter if this bitch is a fucking lesbian. That don't mean shit. Because in the middle of the night, if a vagina get motherfucking tingly and hot and ready to roll and the dick is laying by you and not a pussy, you gonna take whatever comes first. Oh my God. Then Mimi went to go meet back up with Jazzy Faye. And as I was just looking at Jazzy Faye, that nigga just looks stuffed. He look like he ain't got no more room for food to go into his little stomach. He like he got food stored in his jaws for later. Like he just take out a piece of chicken and just get the chewing on it. Like it's some macaroni and cheese up here on this side. It's some green beans down here. Some cheesecake over here. Like he just looked a mess. So then Jock tells Kadia that he has finalized his divorce, and I was over here just tickled by this news, because ladies, let me tell you one thing: when a nigga need a place to stay and a place to lay his head and free rent and good air conditioning, got that good cable package, got that good ass gas going and he ain't got to pay for, a nigga will do whatever the fuck you need for him to do in order so he can get his ass back up in that house. Ladies, don't think that a man want to come back to your ass all the time because of love. No. Half of the time it's because this nigga need a place to motherfucking stay. So Kadia's a fucking fool for taking this nigga back. All of a sudden now, after 19 million years, this nigga want to get a divorce now. Child, okay. Oh my God. So Kalina goes to meet up with Deb about her being her manager. And the first thing that I noticed was Deb's Oscar the Grouch eyebrows. I mean, them eyebrows was dark. They were crispy. They were precise. And they offended me dearly. And I just didn't know how to feel about them eyebrows. But Deb, please don't have none of your henchman come get me. I'm sorry, girl, your eyebrows is on flick. So Kalina gets to ask Deb, like, what can you do for my career? Like, what can you do for me? What have you done for me lately? And I'm like, didn't you do your homework before you went and asked this lady to be your manager? I mean, you would think that she would know her full resume before you went and had the first meeting, but maybe I'm missing something. Okay, all right. So Deb asks her, you know, it's coming across to me like you feel like me working with you is a privilege. And Kalina's like, yeah, working with me is a privilege. I mean, I make money in my sleep. I'm getting coins as we're speaking right now. I mean, not to toot my own horn. Hold up, girl. What? If you making so much money in your sleep, if you're doing it like that, then bitch, you don't need a motherfucking manager. I mean, let's keep it all the way 100. Bitch, as I'm filming this damn tape right about now, I'm making money. I make money while I watch Love and Basketball. I make money while I go shower. I make money while I'm fucking sleep. I make money when I'm brushing my teeth. I make money when I'm doing whatever, because that's the type of career that I have built for myself. But you don't see me out here tooting my horn like, girl, I just got it like this. Everybody need help, and obviously you need help that you went to go ask Deb for assistance in managing your career, bitch. If your career's so together, then why do you need her help? I mean, tell me something that I'm missing. And then if you making money so tough, then why was you so pressed about your nigga using that $75,000 to fund that damn club? That should have been chump change to you, bitch. But let's not forget, a few episodes back, you had already said that was y'all last little money. So, bitch, you ain't making no paper like that. Get the fuck out of here trying to be Diddy, bitch. No, you was dirty money. Remember, he was Diddy, y'all was dirty money. So damn, like, you know what, let's cut this conversation short before I end up slicing your motherfucking throat. Bitch, I could disrespect you and spill all the tea on you and your defleeting ass bank account, but I'm not gonna even do you like that. Get your black ass the fuck up on out of here. And I respected Deb, because Deb could have really turned up on her ass and really put her out there like that, and she didn't. I really loved and appreciated and respected how Deb handled it. I think Kalina, yes, of course you could ask a person, you know, how can you help me or whatever, but it's all about how you say it and how you speak to a person, especially somebody that's older than you. You have to show them respect. And she was just really out of line and disrespectful in that meeting. We see Tiffany Fox. We haven't seen her since like episode 4. It was good to see her again. She's from St. Louis, where I'm from. And I must say that this season on Love and Hip Hop, she represented St. Louis well. She looked beautiful. Her hair and makeup and outfits was always on point. She tried to stay classy at all times. She had her little turn up moment on that one episode. But for the most part, she kept it 100 and she kept it cute and classy. She did not sell her soul for a motherfucking paycheck and to keep make sure that she had a spot on next season by getting on her acting a fool, which I really respect about her, because unlike Jessica Dime, she handled herself like a woman. See Footface, Cena, and Jock at Chuck E. Cheese or wherever the fuck they was at, and Jock tells her that, you know, he wants to continue on his relationship with Kadia. He don't want to fuck with her like that no more. And so she gets mad. She was like, well, nigga, you weren't saying that when you was over my house, sleeping in my bed, sleeping on my couch, eating up my goddamn food, and now you want to be with this bitch. You should have been thinking about getting your own place and meditating and reflecting on some shit. Girl, everything you saying sounds cute. It sounds really nice. It sounds like the logical thing for him to do. But you're dealing with a nigga like Jock that's a fucking moocher. Of course he's not going to get his own place where he has to pay his own bills. He got a bitch he can go live off of for free. All he gotta do is get his bitch some dick and a motherfucking 2-piece and a biscuit, because Kadia likes to eat. He don't want to get his own goddamn place, bitch, and he don't want to be over there with you and them crying ass babies. He got a bitch over here that ain't got no kids. Girl, you think he here to really stay with you? Get your motherfucking life. You was a dummy, and you need to be mad at yourself because you allowed this nigga to go back and forth between you and this bitch. You can't be mad at him. You look stupid. And then she tried to hit him. That was the slowest hit I've ever seen. She was like, ugh. And he was like, bitch, he had time to prepare and to block the hit. Sit down somewhere, Footface. Oh my God, then Penny Candy and Mimi go to see Jermaine Dupri, and she plays him her song Disrespectful, and Jermaine Dupri was like, this sound like some fighter stripper music, like what the fuck is this shit? He was like looking like, no, you brought me on this show for this dumb shit, like girl, like really bitch, I could have been in the goddamn booth with Bow Wow, goddamn it, or them niggas that sung the White Tea song back in 2002. Nobody want to hear this bullshit. And I'm sitting there like, so you spend all your money in the studio for this one song? You only got one song, bitch? Nigga, I got like 5 songs of my own on the goddamn computer, bitch. Like, why you only got one song? Get your life. And so at the end of this episode, Kalina is at her club talking to Rashida, and Tammy Rivera from last season, season 3, shows up in a badass white outfit. She got her curly weaving, got that face dusted and painted to the gods, bitch. She came to check this bitch about disrespecting her motherfucking mother-in-law. Now, we all know that from the reunion that Tammy's not a fighter. But that bitch came and she was ready. And so basically she gets to going off on Kalina. And Kalina was being, you know, kind of meek about the situation. Like, she didn't really want to throw them hands like that. So the episode went off, and then I guess it'll continue next week. So I give this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta a C+. It was cool. It was great. Now, let's go on to the Basketball Wives Season 4 LA premiere. So we start off the premiere episode of Basketball Wives LA with Malaysia telling Brandy, or who, I think that's who she was talking to, that her husband didn't respect her anymore and didn't want to be with her anymore. He was acting funny and shit. And I'm like, girl, that nigga didn't respect you no more because he can barely hear you. Can't nobody hear you when you speak, girl. This was Janet Jackson, Rebe, Latoya Jackson, voice of yours. Don't nobody want to hear that shit all the time. Gotta be like, huh, what you say? Can you speak up a little bit? What, girl? Huh? What? Girl, don't nobody want to deal with that. That nigga got tired of having to repeating yourself every goddamn 5 minutes. That's why he want to be with your ass no more. Nobody want to be with your whispering ass. This ain't the whisper song. So then we see Jackie at the motherfucking restaurant, just like Morpheus and shit, dressed like Knight Rider. I mean, this bitch got on leather from head to toe. She got on a leather trench coat, leather gloves, leather boots, leather leggings, a leather purse. Goddamn, her skin leathery. Like, everything about this bitch is leather. And I'm like, ain't y'all in LA? It's hot as fuck in LA. Shit, the lowest it get in LA even during the winter time is like 60 degrees. Why in the fuck are you dressed in all leather, bitch? Like, what the fuck? Like, who dresses you? Jackie meets up with Megan, and if you know Megan, she is from Bad Girls Club, and Megan got them hands. On Megan's season of Bad Girl Club, she beat 2 bitches with one motherfucking hand. She beat the bricks off them bitches. And so Megan says that she used to date some basketball player or whatever, so that's how she got her ass on the show. And Jackie tells her, I'm going to introduce you to the other ladies. So after Draya's fashion show, they're all sitting down, her, Malaysia, and Brandy, and Megan is there, and Megan decides to introduce herself to the ladies. Her first day film with the rest of them bitches, and she introduces herself to the ladies, and they all like, hey girl, how you doing, or whatever. And she tells them she wants to start a panty line, and Draya's like, shit, I only got 4 pair of panties, and they regular motherfuckers, you know, I don't wear panties. Now, if you know me, if you've seen the Circle Jerk, my little show with Monique and Poncho, you know I think it's disgusting for bitches to walk around here with no drawers on. I think that shit is nasty, especially when you ain't got on, when you got on a skirt and it's a short skirt. Because if you a woman and you know you sit down, your pussy is on the motherfucking seat. So just imagine you being out at a restaurant and the bitch before you had on the skirt with no panties on, and she got her bare pussy sitting on the goddamn seat while all her sweat and juices and shit coming out of her vagina. And then I be thinking, like, what if an ant crawl on the seat and then crawl on your vagina? That shit is just fucking disgusting. Nobody want to sit behind you and your bare back ass pussy. That shit is disgusting. And after a while, if you a woman and you walk around with no panties on, that shit get to stinking after a while. Just keep it all the way 100, ladies. Let's just be real about this shit. I think it's nasty. So they asked her if she know anybody in LA, and she's like, no, I don't know anybody for real like that. And so I was a little caught off guard because we saw her with Jackie. Now maybe I was like, maybe she means that, you know, like, her and Jackie ain't that cool like that, you know, but I still just felt like she should have just been like, yeah, I know Jackie, but, you know, me and her ain't friends like that. So that kind of put her in a bad space with the ladies right off the bat. So we go to this food tasting party, and the ladies are introduced to another castmate by the name of Patrice. And Patrice walked up, and I'm like, who? Deacon's wife? Who first lady is this? Like, she looks so out of place. That outfit was tried and tested. Looked like something she got from Kohl's. In the women's section, it just looked, she just, girl, you gotta get your fashions together, honey. Then they asked her asked Megan once again, like, what's the relationship with you and Jackie? And she admitted, she was like, we cool, but we ain't cool like that. And Malaysia says, bitch, you lying. And they're basing this off the fact that her and Jackie have taken a few pictures with each other. I mean, I've taken a couple of pictures with a few bitches, and I don't talk to these hoes on a regular everyday basis. I don't talk to them, period. I see them when we out. Hey girl, how you doing? Ha 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 ha. But that don't mean we homegirls. So I felt like they was out of place by saying that to her, because they were really giving her a hard time for really no reason. They was kind of being mean to her. So I'm not feeling the way they're treating Megan. I think they should have just kept their feelings about Jackie to Jackie, and, you know, towards Jackie. And we see Draya and Jackie meet up for dinner or for lunch or whatever. And Draya tells her, you know, like, bitch, you crazy. Like, you're crazy. The shit that you say is crazy. The things that you do are crazy. And Jackie just laughs the shit off. And it just made me weary. Like, I got afraid. Because anytime you tell a motherfucker they crazy and they laugh on some girl, you're silly. That motherfucker is insane. That bitch will boil a rabbit on your ass and then put you in that motherfucker in it. Then put you in that motherfucker with it and serve it to her motherfucking kids. Jackie is fucking insane. And she plays this insane role for this fucking show. That bitch ain't crazy for real. And that statement leads into Draya meeting up with Brandy and Malaysia and telling Brandy and Malaysia that she met up with Jackie for lunch. And they're all thrown off by this because they not playing no role for reality television. They really truly don't fuck with Jackie. But what people have failed to realize is Jackie and Draya have a pact with one another. If you've noticed, ever since season 1 of Basketball Wives LA, her and Jackie, no, they make up the first part of the season. They fall out towards the end. At the reunion, they into it, and then next season, they do it all over again. They back friends. They fall out. At the reunion, they fall out. Then they redo the thing all over again. They have a pact because they're the main bitches on the show. They're the most famous out of the show. They turn up the most. So they have an ongoing pact, kind of like what Nene and Kim Ash used to do on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. So that's my review of Basketball Wives LA. I give the season premiere back a B-. It was cool for what it was. I can't wait to see what the rest of the season brings. I think it's really going to turn up when Tammy and Shani come into this season. So I love you all. Please watch my Power Season 2 Episode 5 review. It's up now. I love you all and see you next Saturday for another Power review.